it's Lori with H&L Family Farm. Today what we're going to be doing is I have harvested a bunch of okra out of my garden, and I decided with this okra what I'm going to do is the same thing that I did with the squash and zucchini that I did a couple of videos back. So currently what I'm doing is I'm slicing them about 1/2 inch slices like I did with the squash and zucchini. My family loves fried okra, so this will be very nice to have in our freezer so that when we have chicken wings or fried chicken or any type of southern meal that I decide to cook, I can pull a batch of this out and we can fry it up and have it as a side. So if you're interested in this, stay tuned and keep watching. All right, I've got all my okra cut up, and like I said, I did them about 1/2 inch to 1 inch cuts, and right now I'm waiting on my water to start boiling so that we can go ahead and get these blanched. All right, my water is coming to a really nice boil. Got my ice bath right here, so it's all ready. So let's go ahead and get this okra put in here. All right, so we're gonna let this come to a real nice steady boil, and once it does, I'm gonna set my timer for 3 minutes. All right, as you can see, it's coming to a real nice boil here. So at this time, I'm going to go ahead and set my timer for 3 minutes. And basically what we're doing is we are just blanching these. We're trying to get them a little bit soft, and then once we place them in the ice bath, like I said in the previous video, that's to just basically stop the cooking altogether. We don't want it to do too much, and make it too soft. Otherwise, it won't be any good. So I'm going to take this off a little bit because it almost started to overflow. So we will go ahead and get this boiling for about 3 minutes, and then we will put it in the ice bath. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and turn my timer or my stove off, and I'm gonna start placing this into my ice bath. So I'm gonna try to get it off of the burner here so it doesn't overflow. Trying to get as much as that water out of it, because okra likes to hold water. Plus it's all slimy and yucky, but that's okay. It's fresh okra, it's the best. I'll place it into this ice bath. And sometimes what I do is if my ice starts to melt, I'll go ahead and put some more ice on top of it. You really want this okra to be cool to touch. You don't want it to be real hot or anything like that when you go to get it out to start doing the breading, because like I said, you're trying to get it to stop cooking. So by putting it in this ice bath, that's what it's doing. It's stopping the process. Okay, my okra is ice cold now. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna pour it into my strainer. Get all that water out. Like I said, that okra likes to hold water. So we're going to try to get all that water out. And then I'm going to place it back into my bowl. You see all that stringy stuff? That's from the fresh okra. It's going to be yum, yum, yum. All right, so I want to show you what I have. I went ahead and did 4 eggs this time. I think in my last video I did 3, and I may have ended up using 4. It just depends on how much we have left. But anyway, I went ahead and did 4 eggs. This right here, I have 2 cups of all-purpose flour, and I have just 1 cup of my yellow cornmeal. I didn't do 2 cups of cornmeal just because I have enough seasoning in here, and that all-purpose flour is going to bread it pretty good. I did put my 1/4 cup of garlic powder in here, a 1/4 cup of seasoning salt, and I did some salt and pepper to taste. Like I said in all my videos, we are a family that likes seasoning. Here is my okra. I've got 2 pans right here. I don't know that I'll need 2 pans, but I'm gonna go ahead and lay them out just in case. I've got my pan that I'm using, and I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna spray my pan. I'm only gonna do 1 pan right now because we'll see if I need that other one or not. So let's get this all stirred and mixed together. You want all the seasoning to be all mixed together when you go to bread that okra. sure to scrape the bottom real good. And then let's go ahead and get these all scrambled together. Now I have heard that some people add a little bit of buttermilk to the eggs. I've never tried it before. I'm sure it can be really good. I do add buttermilk when I do fried chicken, which I'll do a video on how I do my fried chicken too. All right, so once you have that all together, you've got your breading all together here. What you're gonna do is you're gonna take some of your okra, you're gonna put it in your egg wash here, and start plopping it into your breading. And you're gonna start placing it. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? One thing I forgot to do is add this onto my pan here. Like I've told you before, I do this so that it doesn't stick. I don't think I would have much problem with the okra because they're not very big. It's mainly for like the squash and zucchini, but we'll do it anyway. All right, so start placing your okra on your pan. When we get this all filled up, we're gonna pop it into the freezer. I usually freeze it 4 to 5 hours. You can freeze it overnight, but again, I do all this stuff in the morning, so it'll be done by this afternoon. And I'll take it out and then I will put it into portion size airtight bags for our sides. All right, y'all, I've got it on my pans. It did take 2 pans. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna place it into the freezer, like I said, around 4 to 5 hours. And when I come, when the 4 to 5 hours is up, we'll come back and I will scoop it up and start placing it into my bags. I wanted to show you all something. It's a hot day here in Missouri, but I love to make treats for my chickens. So I take like a cupcake pan and I'll cut up some fresh vegetables. So like in this one here, I have cucumber, tomato, and I add water to the cupcake pan. And then I go ahead and I place it into the freezer until they're frozen, and then I get them out and I put them in a freezer bag. They love these. They will pack, you know, because it's nice and cold because it's ice. And then they get a treat inside of it. So like this one's just all tomatoes. This one has both. So I just have an abundance of tomatoes, and I know that that's their favorite, but I also have abundance of cucumber, which they'll eat the cucumber, but they prefer the tomatoes. But I just wanted to show you that. Thought it was a neat idea. All right, everyone, I went ahead and got it out of the freezer, and I wanted to show it to you. So like here's a piece here. You can see it's roll breaded, and it looks just like it does when it comes out of the store. And we're actually gonna have this as a side tonight, so I will post a picture at the end of what it looks like fried. But I went ahead and already loosened it off the pan, and I'm already gonna start separating it. But this is what I do. I put it into a tight sealed bag and separate it out so that way we can have it at supper time. I hope y'all enjoyed this video, and if you did, please make sure that you subscribe to my channel and you give me a thumbs up. It really does help our channel. Thanks, and we'll see you the next time.